Good afternoon, teacher. I am Alejandra Cepeda Escobar, and this is my first journal regarding reflecting on my teaching of the lessons plans from 1 to 5. The pedagogical objective in during this semester, the students will be able to learn different tense in present and past, including the articles used in real context, developing their listening, speaking, writing, and reading skills through different pedagogical activities and materials. When planning, and the knowledge first, as a teacher or as a training teacher, I have to identify the proper knowledge from my students. That is a really important aspect before to make a lesson plan. Identify identify the students' interest, because in that way I could have to make or develop the activities and planning them the classes. Practice activities, repetition of vocabulary through pictures or videos. Experiences, the motivations is really important when I'm going to teach a topic in English language or in the English subject, because if my students don't feel motivated, obviously they 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 don't want to learn or participate or to be in the class. The second, take into account the students' interests. So I told you before, and always give a feedback. It's important to giving a feedback, because in that way the students have the opportunity to correct themselves. Decisions, when to take to make a decision. Use different pedagogical strategies to motivate, because as a teacher I can't to use the same activities, the same materials. I have to change always. Use videos on games. That's important to motivate the students to develop their skills and reading and speaking, writing and listening. um, the interactions between them is important to practice the language, and the peer feedback. It's important because some of them to know how to use any topic, and she or he has the opportunity to give up feedback to his or her classmate. When teaching student behavior, the level had the students of different ages. In this level 3 of the students, I have 5 students, but I have 2 teenagers, or I have two high school levels students, and I have 3 elementary students level. So it's a it's a challenges for me, because obviously they have different age and difference in knowledge and difference level in the class. The other students have liked to participate in all activities and show motivation for them. Classroom management, give students the rules of the class. It's important. Motivate all students to participate in different activities. Identify the students' knowledge, and what they need to know to develop the activity, to learn and understand the topic, activities and techniques. I have used different activities and techniques, like gamification, competitive games, writing and listening activities, speaking activities, peer feedback, videos, use pictures to introduce vocabulary, for example, spot mistake activities, um, for example, create a map, or create I don't remember the name. When thinking back, in my viewpoint, some activities were complex for students because they don't have the enough vocabulary to complete it in autonomous way. So this is the difficulty. Other point of view, uh, I have used games to improve their listening, speaking, writing, and reading skills. The negotiation, the interchange ideas with my students. Sometimes they have told me the activities that they would like to do in class, so I try to include their ideas in my lesson plans. When teaching again new knowledge, for example, in this case, take into account the ideas from my students, uh, to include in my lesson plans, or include a lot of games and many videos to improve their listening and speaking skills is important. New experience, the practice showed me or allowed me to look or to understand that some activities that not appropriate for the level of the students, so I have to change to shape them in the moment sometimes. And new decisions, so I for example, I make the lesson plan, but in the moment that develop the activities that I have to do in the class, I have to change them. Sometimes I have to change the lesson the activities, because I have looked or I have seen that the level for the activity is higher, or does not correspond to the level the activity. New challenges motivate always my students. Thank you.